starting your trip on the ice road to your destination. It is important that you follow all the winter road rules so that you can complete your trip safely. The first lake on the ice road is Tibbett Lake. Spacing on the lakes on the ice road is 300 meters. The lead driver will travel 300 meters on the lake and will notice a 300-meter sign.
The driver then will call the second driver in the convoy and advise it is safe to enter onto the lake. In sequence, the second driver will call the third and advise same.
The ice is engineered for the ice carrying capacity. Ice thickness and quality required to support your truck depends on the weight, number of axles, speed, and spacing. The speed limit on and off portages for loaded and empty trucks is 25 kilometers per hour unless otherwise posted.
There are 55 portages on the ice road. As the lead driver enters the portage, he or she will call on Lad 1 the number of trucks in the convoy, the direction of travel, and the portage number. All portages are marked with a sign identifying the portage number. If you are aware that you will meet traffic on the portage, you should make sure the other traffic is aware of your location. Remember to use caution when entering and leaving portages.
Meadows dispatch, you got a copy?
The first checkpoint is located on Portage 1, which is the Meadows dispatch trailer.
Yeah, you got 3 northbound coming in. 490, 491, and 092.
The lead driver must call the Meadows and give the road numbers of all the trucks in the convoy. Both north and southbound trucks are required to stop and wait until you are dispatched. While you are stopped, check your truck for leaks, secure your load, and clear your lights. You will be given a dispatch time by the dispatcher at the Meadows. When you depart the Meadows, your time will be entered into the dispatch system. Security will be monitoring your time to designated points to ensure you are maintaining the proper speed limits.
Meadows, you got a copy?
Looks actually, go for Meadows.
Yeah. You want us behind this group, or are they just leaving?
They're just leaving, so you'll be able to pull right up.
Then, oh, okay. Meadows dispatch.
Go for Meadows.
254-389 and 550, ready to go south.
That's 10-4, have a good trip.
Good morning, Meadows. Southbound into your yard. 160-967-682 and 22.
Drivers should be well rested prior to departing YK dispatch. The Meadows is not a resting spot. If you find you are too tired to continue your trip, you must contact security. The speed limit for loaded trucks on lakes is 25 kilometers an hour unless otherwise posted. The speed limit for empty trucks on lakes is 40 kilometers an hour unless otherwise posted. Some of the lakes between the Meadows and Dome Lake may have the speed limit reduced. Please follow all speed signs and slow down when passing road maintenance workers. The speed limit is 10 kilometers per hour when entering any flood zone.
During your travel on the ice road, you may encounter road maintenance people profiling the ice. This is performed by towing an instrument behind a vehicle and is measuring the thickness of the ice. The profiling data is used to determine the thickness of the ice, which determines the load weight.
Some approaches from the lake onto the portages are steep, and drivers need to increase their speed to make the hill. Signs will be posted accordingly, as you see on Portage 8.
On Portage 10, you will pass Dome Lake Maintenance Camp. Dome Lake Camp is an emergency stop only.
Another steep hill where you need to increase your speed is Charlie's Hill, entry to Portage 25. Speed signs will be posted.
On Portage 25, there is a rest area with washroom facilities. You should be aware that there is both north and southbound trucks in this area. Ensure you use your Lad 1 radio when entering and exiting. Keep the facilities clean and check your truck for leaks and load securement. If you need to stop to rest, let your convoy leader know. The convoy may continue without you. When you are ready to depart and no other convoy is in the vicinity, you may depart solo. You must notify security that you're traveling solo to the next dispatch point. If your convoy leader does not stop, fall in with the next convoy traveling the same direction you are.
Should you be required to stop and remain parked on a lake for mechanical or other unavoidable reasons, The driver must ensure the truck and trailer are parked and clearly marked so as not to present a safety hazard. Advise security or winter road contractor as soon as possible. Make arrangements to have the truck moved as soon as possible.
Any driver stopping to offer assistance must use extreme caution and maintain a spacing of 300 meters.
At kilometer 176, you will be approaching Lockhart Lake Rest Stop. There are meals, laundry facilities and showers available. If you use any of these facilities, please ensure you keep them clean. If you see anyone abusing the facilities, report it to the winter road contractor or security. There are approximately 49 support people who live at Lockhart Lake Camp, and at any given time, people are sleeping, so please respect their privacy.
As you approach the parking lot at Lockhart Lake Camp, the lead driver will be required to call Lockhart Lake Dispatch and give all the truck numbers in the convoy. Northbound trucks must stop at Lockhart Lake, take a break, check your load, and watch for any fluid leaks. You may not leave Lockhart Lake unless dispatch gives you permission. Should you find that your convoy departed Lockhart Lake without you, advise dispatch and the dispatcher will put you in with another convoy. Your time from the Meadows to Lockhart Lake will be checked with security to ensure that you did not travel too fast on this portion of the ice road. North of Lockhart Lake, you are driving in the Northern Barrens. Distances are difficult to estimate and reference points are limited. The weather can change very quickly, so drivers must be well rested and use caution at all times.
Other challenges can occur when traveling on an ice road. Ice fog is created when there is open water or flooding and can reduce visibility. Whiteouts on all lakes are common and can occur without notice. Night driving can be a challenge because of glare. You may encounter snowdrifts on the side of the road and see pressure ridges on the ice. You may also see cracks in the ice road. You will be notified by dispatch, security, or winter road maintenance if road conditions change.
At kilometer 295, you will approach the Gachokwe turnoff. The Gachokwe Spur Road travels 120 kilometers to the Gachokwe mine site. When you turn onto the Gachokwe Spur Road, you must switch to LAD 2, which is the working channel. Your carrier will go into further details of the rules you are to follow when delivering a load to Gachokwe. When you are ready to depart Gachokwe, you must be dispatched and should not travel alone. Ensure that you are aware if you are a loaded or empty truck. If your load is more than 5,500 kilograms, you are considered a loaded truck.
North of McKay Lake, you will be traveling on a series of portages. You will notice delineators marking the right edge of the road when traveling northbound. These delineators will assist you in traveling in winter conditions or night travel.
Lac de Gras Maintenance Camp is located at kilometer 350 on Cigarlic Lake. Lead drivers northbound must call Lac de Gras Dispatch and advise when passing by the camp. Lac de Gras is an emergency stop only.
North of Lac de Gras Maintenance Camp, you will approach the entrance to the Diavik diamond mine site. You must call Diavik Dispatch and notify of your arrival and follow their instructions. Your company will go into further details of the rules you are to follow while at the Diavik site. When you are ready to depart Diavik, you must be dispatched and should not travel alone. Ensure that you are aware if you are a loaded or empty truck. If your load is more than 5,500 kilograms, you are considered a loaded truck.
At the end of the winter road, you will enter the Ekati diamond mine property. Contact the Ekati Dispatch and follow their instructions. Your carrier will go into further details of the rules you are to follow when delivering a load to the Ekati mine site. When you are ready to depart Ekati, you must be dispatched and should not travel alone. Ensure that you are aware if you are a loaded or empty truck. If your load is more than 5,500 kilograms, you are considered a loaded truck. On the bigger lakes on the ice road, there are empty-only truck lanes. The speed limit for empty trucks on these lanes is 60 kilometers per hour unless otherwise posted. If a loaded truck inadvertently enters the empty-only lane, the driver will immediately see a sign stating empty lane only. If loaded, slow to 15 kilometers per hour and return to loaded lane in 100 meters. Approximately 100 meters further on will be a sign with an arrow directing the driver back to the loaded lane.
Southbound trucks approaching Lockhart Lake Camp can either turn and burn south or enter to Camp Yard. The lead driver in the convoy must call Lockhart Lake Dispatch with all truck numbers in the convoy and advise if continuing or stopping.
Southbound convoys, when entering the Meadows, must have the lead driver call Meadows Dispatch and give all truck numbers in the convoy. All drivers must stop, clear lights, and check for fluid leaks. They will be dispatched south to Yellowknife by the Meadows dispatcher.